Hello, I am Leslie, and this is your reflection time. Reflect and reorganize. I believe what stood out the most was how much I had to email my professor and stay in communication with my professors and my peers, because if I didn't, then things would have not worked out the way it should have. Use the ability/willingness chart below to determine what level your habits or actions most accurately represent. I believe I have a little bit of reactive and proactive, because at times I was like, okay, what is going on? Like, what do I fully need to do? And I believe the reason why I would choose reactive in this case is because at times I was like, okay, like, what do we fully do? And I feel like there wasn't enough explanation and detail, and maybe there wasn't examples of what we were supposed to do. I believe at times I would state that, I showed that I used the articles and the professor thought that I didn't. Proactive, I believe I was proactive in a way too, because I was so on top of literally every single grade assignment, and if I believe that I didn't get that grade, or I believe that I could have shown a little bit more detail and explained what actually I was trying to represent in my assignment, that I would get a better grade. And I took the time and courtesy into explaining what I was trying to mean throughout these assignments if the professor didn't understand what I was trying to mention. Had a lot of communication skills with my peers inside the group, and I had so much communication with my professors, and I made sure everything was on track and everything was good. The reason why I chose these was because I knew there was some parts that I could have explained better, but there could have been more detail, and I believe if there was more detail I'd understand more. I had a lot of communication skills and I was very good in that sense, and I believe the way that I communicated with my peers and my professor, and I made sure everything was correct, that I am going to be good in the future. And I made sure everything was good, even with the project, even with assignments, and I really looked into detail. Inquiry. If this were an internship, would you be offered the job? I do believe that I would get the internship, because I was very making sure that everything was on top and everything was good to go, and I even made sure everything was good to go in my group. Did you review all resources, materials, articles, videos, recordings, etc.? Yes, I did, and I did do it entirely because I wanted to get a good grade on these assignments, and I wanted to make sure that I worked hard on them, and therefore if I worked hard, then I would get a good grade on the assignments. Yes, I did carefully read through the assignments on Monday and Tuesday. Last Monday, if we needed to resubmit the newer assignments, because that technically was a holiday and there was no need for anyone to be on the school website, because we were on a holiday and students get off. So I don't understand why the professor wanted us to resubmit assignments, and if we didn't on that Monday, then our assignment would be marked at a 0. I believe that is not okay, especially since it was a national holiday. Yes, I did reach out to my professor in a timely manner, but unfortunately my professor did not do the same. They said 48 hours or less, and I believe that they did not follow with the guidelines. If you say 48 hours, I will reply back to you in 48 hours or less. Almost daily I can't say daily, but I will say every other day or every day, just depending on what we had to do for that week. Yes, I did just represent this. Yes, I did state that I replied with emails and messages. Yes, I did hit the deadlines correctly. I never was late on the assignment, and I kept a calendar. It's in my planner, and I kept a calendar on my phone. Yes, I did meet the minimum requirements on the assignments. I did do that, and I made sure to give good feedback, not for myself, but for the professor and also my peers. Yes, I did make sure I did all the guidelines. I made sure everything was correct in my thought of way, but unfortunately sometimes the professor thought that I did not do something in the guidelines, which I did, and I did point that out, but it's taken them more than 48 hours to reply. ensure there are no typos / grammarly errors in work / email / yes I did connect with my peers. Suggest, the one thing that I would probably give myself is make sure that I read the rubric and made sure everything was clear to me, because when I turned in my assignments, unfortunately the teacher thought that some of the stuff that I thought was clear to myself, they didn't think that I was following the guidelines, which I was. Evaluate. I believe what I can do better is making sure that everything is in order and making sure that all areas are clear. I believe that I can learn new software and learn new designs and skills and a better language, because some of the stuff that the professor was saying I wasn't really understanding, and maybe it was because I didn't know what the word meant. I hope you liked and enjoyed, and